Welcome to Make the Norm Podcast,
where we normalize black excellence,
whisper our failures,
and scream our achievements.
Pro-black, not anti-white.
All lives can't matter
if black lives don't.
Welcome to Make the Norm Podcast. I'm your host, Trying to Elevate.
And I'm Rick G's. What's going on?
Not much.
Switch
off that big fight.
Again, man. Keep that every week. The sports switching my shit.
I didn't touch it, didn't he? I ain't do nothing.
This not the same one I used last week.
Oh, yeah, because I had left up one.
Yeah, the stand is different. It's the same mic, but different stand.
Just leave my shit alone, man.
You like the other stand better?
Yeah, man.
There's a stand over here. You want to get the stand?
You want the mic right in your face.
Oh, pause, man. It's going crazy. You got a freaky producer, man.
Complaining about
That shit all the way up here. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna talk? Like,
I know that boy complaining about the mic.
yo, I don't want nothing in my face, man. Got me chopped.
These boys crazy in this show, man.
Just saying, man. Every week it's something going on. Like,
man, it's ready to be another fight, man. Fuck the Danny Garcia joint.
I'm gonna flip the shit out the table.
Oh man.
So did you watch the fight, man?
I did not watch the fight. I ain't really a fan of Garcia. I mean, you know, he from Philly, so I probably should support, but
I mean, that's cool. He got the shit beat out of him. He definitely got the shit beat out of him.
That's crazy.
Like he wasn't listening to his trainer, which was his pop. His pop was telling him, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He like, man, I ain't saying you getting fucked up, man, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you gotta step it up, man. Like, come on, man. Danny, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was about 8 rounds to 2 or something like that.
It was he only won 2 rounds because Spence, like, literally took his foot off the pedal.
Okay.
Like, literally, like, you can visibly see he was just like, I'm winning. Let me get some air.
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, and Danny better than that, man, but he embarrassed himself, man.
Yeah, that's what I kept. I was seeing a lot of people talking trash. Like, I seen LA talk about, damn, he might as well have fought the boy Jake Paul or something like that. Or he probably would have took an L to Jake Paul.
Yeah. No, motherfucker said they ain't betting on him next time unless he fight Nate Robinson.
Damn.
No, man, but seriously, like, big punchers always, like, they get into this state where they rely just on that power and try to catch you for one shot instead of, like, noticing, like, the shit not working.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have another bag to go into.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of the controversy with big punchers is that they don't typically stand a chance of going a distance.
Right.
But, you know, in recent years, though, a lot of these big punchers can go 10, 12 rounds.
Well, it wasn't that he didn't have the win to go to go the distance. It's that he just waiting on this one punch the whole fight, and the fight is over.
Yeah,
you know
not necessarily the win,
like,
but the technique. Like, it'll be like it's a difference between a boxer and a slugger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
if I can't catch you with that one hit and knock you out, then I'm gonna have a hard time winning on the box cards. And sometimes more than on a box card because, like y'all said, he got his ass whipped.
But his pop was telling him though, like, yo, you can't keep waiting for this one punch. You can't keep trying to counter punch him. It's not working.
Yeah.
Like, do this, do that, do this, do that. And he did have some light success when he stood there, held his ground, and got in the pocket with him. Okay. He was having success, but you know what I mean? I don't know if he felt like he was getting hit too much or he didn't want to do that for like long periods of time. Yeah. But he didn't really like lay it all on the line, like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really like go for it. You know what I mean? Even him like noticeably losing. You know what I mean? But so if anybody,
he probably respected that power.
Yeah, if
nobody want to get even if you take it, you know you're gonna take a L, you don't want to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you want to go for it, man. This is professional. That was like something for his career, bro. Like if he could have beat dude.
Yeah,
I mean, that was like a career changing joint.
Yeah, but it could have been a career-shattering joint if he'd have been flat like Nate Robinson.
It's shattered already. He can't beat the elite. That's what nobody feel like they want to see him no more. So it's shattered. You know what I mean? So he would have been a little bit more respected for going all the way. You know what I'm saying? And like, all right, Danny do got another gear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Like maybe, you know, he might need a new trainer or he might need to do some things different. You know what I'm saying? But he got to be able to go up against the elite.
Yeah, a lot of times it's conflict when it's a father boxer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And it worked for a very long time, and now it's not working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and the same thing with Floyd. You know, it worked for a long time, and then it stopped working. You know what I mean? So, and it wasn't due to nobody's skills. Like, not saying that his dad can't coach him, but you know, they just had
he might not be responding to his dad,
or he might think he know better, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's too much other stuff that go on in that relationship that you know what I'm saying can interfere. So
everybody was wondering, would Spence be the same after he had a crazy car crash? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Car flipped over dozens of times, little ass Ferrari. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wanted to know, like, will he be the same fighter? And so far so good.
Yeah, but do you think this was a good measure?
Yeah, hell yeah. Because after that type of accident, that was risky fighting a Danny Garcia.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, hell yeah. Danny could have knocked us. He got the type of power. Like, if he would have landed some solid shit, like, it could have got crazy for him.
But from what I see from Danny, though, he don't really move well. And he got the power, but, like, the technique is not, elite. You know what I'm saying? So,
I hear you, but, bro, Danny is not a tune-up fight. So this wasn't a tune-up fight.
I got you.
You know what I mean? He didn't take a tune-up. You know what I mean? Even though he lost, if Danny would have hit him with some shit, it could have got bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like.
And we got to remember, too, that Danny he didn't get 30 and something by not being successful and not putting his work in.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He was 140, but the other thing is that Danny's turning into the gatekeeper. He's going to be the boy that they want to put somebody up against
to test.
They really built.
Yeah.
Before they get to the champion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? No,
it's a bad thing for him because how he view himself and where he want to be at in the sport. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing in his favor is the fact that he had, the industry think that he had like a split decision type fight with Thurman. That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm. Thurman fight, I don't think neither one of them won. That fight was ass. Mm-hmm. Like, they should have took the gloves from both of them and told them to go home. Like, that fight was garbage.
So,
you know what I mean? So, and like, Keith Thurman shouldn't even be happy about that W. Yeah. You know what I mean? That joint was corny. Like, no, straight up, bro. Like, that fight was ass. Yeah. I'd never seen no shit like that. Like, the Nate Robinson joint was more entertaining than that. Like,
that's disrespectful.
Real rap, bro. Right, Reeves, wasn't that joint stupid?
It was just, Keith Thurman, he's a bum. You know what I mean? Like,
he's scary.
We was sitting there mad watching that joint.
Yeah.
He really thought it was going to be. He ran the whole fight, and Danny stood and cemented the whole fight while he running.
And Danny ain't know how to cut off the ring or nothing.
Like Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Yeah, see that, and I think that's the problem, because a lot of times, like, even if you the better boxer, if somebody I don't want to say the better boxer, if you the better fighter, you can always be outboxed. A lot of people say that, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think, even though he hasn't had a successful career, he in a different league now. So it's like it might be common that he's going to get outboxed every time. You know what I'm saying?
And it's safe to say that, last night showed you got talented ones and you have gifted ones.
Right.
Errol Spence is gifted.
And Danny is talented.
Okay.
And I think he'd be all right if he go ahead and step out the box. If he go get a new trainer, if he go learn some new things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he'd be all right.
All right, so what? Break that down, the difference between the talented and the gifted.
Gifted is somebody who just, man, like, you can't teach what they got.
Yeah, God gift.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit just it's just there. It's just different. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just, that shit just smooth. Like, they adapt to any and everything. Mm-hmm. Like, it's shit you like. Floyd is gifted.
Right, but he also talented too. He worked hard.
Yeah, but gifted has talented and everything else involved. Talented don't have gifted involved. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that shit can't be taught. Like,
can't be taught the stuff that you're gifted with.
Yeah.
You can't teach that.
Like, Floyd was standing right there in front of motherfuckers this close, man, and they couldn't touch him. Yeah. You know what I mean? With no foot movement. By professional fighters, bro. Yeah. For a whole fight. Yeah. Like, that shit ain't no, they was calling him a magician. Like, like this, I couldn't hit him. Like, it wasn't that he was hitting me, I couldn't hit him. Like, that's what other fighters were saying. Like, that's gifted, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't teach that shit. You can't teach that type of timing and that type of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? All you could do is just keeping him in shape. when y'all working out.
But I remember a time when people was calling Danny Swift gifted though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like basically saying that, you know, it was his.
He had gifted power, maybe.
Gifted, okay. He's gifted a gifted counter puncher because his timing, he has impeccable timing. But that's what I mean by.
But it was neutralized last night.
That's what I mean by, and that's what Floyd was great at. Floyd was great at taking your, and he prided himself on taking your greatest attribute,
and making it your weakness. Yeah.
Right. Like you make you look normal. Look at Pacquiao, he made him look normal. He could have fought him 10 years earlier. It don't matter.
And the thing why we feel like Spence is gifted because he does the same thing against everybody. He just come forward. He just don't stop coming forward. It don't matter. And he get hit with some bombs too. He just keep coming forward. The pressure is constant from every round. And he just walk towards you. You know what I'm saying? And like it work on everybody, bro. Like it work. It work on everybody.
Yeah, everything work until it don't work.
I mean, okay, and we ain't at that point. I mean, we ain't at that point.
I mean, you think about what's other Philly fighter? He kind of had the same rest in peace. You know, from Philly, short, stocky, heavyweight. He fought Tyson. I'm not. He fought.
You going way back? You talking about Joe Frazier?
Yeah, Joe Frazier had a similar technique. And it worked until it didn't work. He took a lot of punches, though, too.
Right, but we're not at that point. Yeah, so we can't discuss that. We're not at that point. And I mean, not being funny, we're not at that point.
But I'm saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for that, like that don't sound like a gift to me. It just sounds like a strategy.
Well, maybe you need to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
They said the same thing about Floyd.
Yeah.
No, Floyd is, I respect Floyd, though.
And these same conversations were being had about Floyd at this point in his career.
Exactly. And they were saying the same thing.
And when you look at the landscape, there's only one person that you can match him up with to say, well, it's like a Hagler Hearns or Sugar Ray.
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, there's only one person right now. I mean, Philly got the young boy coming on the rise.
Ennis.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Yeah, I like Ennis. He can punch. He got both hands. He got speed. He could box. He could brawl. Like I really like Ennis. Who he fight?
A lot of dudes ducking him. I heard Devin Alexander ducked him, which is a noted welterweight. And I heard he wanted to go at Lamont Peterson. Like there's a lot of dudes that's been not wanting to fight him. He young. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him because he
a dangerous fight.
He only got one fight without a knockout.
Out of how many?
I think it's like 18? No,
okay.
27, 26.
Yeah, and he got equal power in both hands.
He's brutal, man. He won 147 for real.
Okay.
I mean, like Danny was a 140 dude.
Yeah.
But he likes like a Spence. You know what I mean? Like a dude. If I was a Spence or one of them dudes, I would stay away from somebody like young like him. Not so much that he could beat me. But I know that he's gonna get my.
Gonna push me to gonna push me to my limit. Yeah.
I would stay away from him. Like Andre Bird on all them dudes. He'll probably punish them dudes.
Damn, yeah.
You gotta watch the fight, dog.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with. I mean, I watched the last John.
Go ahead on YouTube, man.
Yeah, man. I haven't really been keeping up.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, shout out to Danny Swift Garcia, man. Hopefully, he take this and try to learn something, man. Try to learn something different. And the same old thing is not working. You know what I mean?
I actually want to get his manager on the show, Kit. We could probably get him on the show because I think with Danny never goes away to train. Just look at this. All his career, he stays in Philly at the same gym. He lives in like right out there somewhere, but you never go nowhere to train. I heard the sparring partners you get is never no work where it's like
challenging.
That's going to challenge you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just never none of that kind of stuff.
Right.
I just think that, and he does nothing that the other boxers do, man. These dudes go out of town to train.
Out of the country.
A different regiment, like it's a different regiment they follow. They eat different, and I just think Danny got comfortable.
Yeah.
And I can see a little disconnection last night between him and his dad too. Like I read that in the press conference because his dad.
You could tell his dad was burnt out.
Yeah.
His dad sounded burnt out, and he wasn't yelling and screaming like he usually do. He just was more so like, Danny, like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
He was like, man, you keep saying that. Like, his dad was nice, but you keep saying like you was scared. Like, basically, his dad was like,
Right.
I could tell Danny probably gonna take a couple of days break from his dad because his
But I like trainers like that tell you the truth during the fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of lying to you.
You definitely need to hear the truth.
You definitely need to hear the truth. You like, bro, you lose. I ain't saying you getting the shit beat out you, but you're losing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He getting you on the ropes and he pity pat you. You can't let him do that, Danny. Like, and he just kept telling him, and it was going in one ear and out another. Like, you know what I mean? So he's not responding to his dad right now. So it's best for him to step outside the box if he want, you know what I mean, to.
What would it hurt trying something different at this point? Even if your dad is assistant, but what is it going to hurt?
It might have took for this to happen. Sometimes you gotta go through some shit before you realize that what you know what I mean, what you've been doing is not working. You gotta do something different. So you know, hopefully this could be the lesson that get him back, you know, where he was, you know, before when everybody was. Yeah, he might need to go down to one back down, not up.
Even though I don't count the loss against Keith Thurman, but I don't really remember the Porter fight too much.
That was another shit fest.
Yeah.
Porter just
wasn't it arguably that Danny won?
Porter, but what Porter did was he knew he probably was up 6 rounds or up on the scorecard, so he just started running around at the end of the fight.
Yeah, because Danny not good at cutting the ring off.
Mm-hmm.
His whole goal to fight was to make Danny move them feet.
Yeah, and that's a good strategy because
it is.
Because I mean, I can see that, and like I said, I don't really watch his fights because I wasn't a fan, but I can see that whenever I see him, like he don't move well.
Last 2 fights before that, he knocked 3 fights. He took Brandon Rios, and he almost killed him with the knockout. Adrian Granados, he fought Sean Porter. Nobody ever knocked Granados out. He knocked him out, and then he fought Redcat. Catch went the distance with Spence.
Right.
And Danny finished him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well.
There's a lack of hunger, too, and comfortability. But at the end of the day, he made $8 million. That was his purse.
Okay, $8 million.
And he still see some of the pay-per-view. Danny definitely one of the top 5 out right now paid.
That's definitely the plus.
Okay.
He gets royalties from the fight. He gets great views when people pay per view. His clothing line does about $5 million a year. He got a record label for his sister, so financially, it's some joy.
So maybe like you said, he just getting comfortable because you know he got the bag now. But you know, I think with boxers a lot of times that is deeper than that. You know what I mean? Especially after you take a loss like this and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like the media is criticizing you. If the last few losses was questionable, you know what I'm saying, and there's definitely no question about this one.
Yeah, it's no question.
This might be the fight that, you know what I'm saying,
that
getting back on his, you know what I'm saying, 50 Cent, you know, get rich or die trying type, you know what I mean, swag.
Like
so, you know, we'll see, man.
A lot of pressure come from his dad. The last thing, his dad gave predictions, he gonna knock him out in the 7th. Like, Danny dad put a lot of pressure on him because Angel talks, you know what I mean? He talks heavy shit.
Well, you know.
See it in his soul, you know what I mean? It builds the fight, but at the same time, Danny got to get in the ring, and they expected him to. His dad said he wanted.
But it worked all the way up into the last few joints.
It was all good just a week ago.
He kind of spoiled you with that bullshit.
Yeah. So.
But shout out to Danny Swift Garcia.
Yeah, shout out to Danny Swift.
Get it together, man. You know what I mean? Got your ass beat, but I'm still rooting for you.
And that 6'6" monster, one other thing, the boy 154 is 6'6".
Oh, the tall young boy?
6'6", 6'7".
6'6".
He is going to be a problem.
Yo, it's like
boxing?
Boxer, 6'6", bro.
Yeah,
dude, dog, he hit the bull with an uppercut from the other side of the ring. Yo, that shit was like the video game, Joe. He was like,
that was him.
Yo got flame.
6'7", 154 pounds.
Wow. Yeah, I never seen nobody that tall in the ring. But he better hope he don't get the right short dog in there.
Yeah.
Break him in half.
Yeah, them bodies.
Yeah, them bodies.
The body. The head must die.
Because the bull was getting out the way at first, but he couldn't throw nothing when he got out the way. Yeah. So that's how he wound up getting beat out of him too. But
so on a similar note with the Verzuz challenges, battles, we got something that everybody kind of looking forward to. Shanti and Keisha Cole. Yeah.
Who you got, man?
But before I answer that question, I was kind of did you expect that them two to be matched together?
No, I didn't expect it.
Yeah,
that's why I like it.
Who you would have thought would have been matched with?
Keisha Cole.
Yeah, because I was saying I would have thought what's the name? K Michelle would have been a good match for.
Why? Because they both vocalists.
Vocalists, but also they delivery and you know what I'm saying. They style was similar.
I can see that. But I don't think the catalog the catalog is there for K Michelle against Keisha Cole.
Oh, I mean, and that's what Reezy was saying.
Yeah, the catalog.
But I know a lot of she got a lot of she don't have a lot of mainstream hits, but a lot of the joints that's on her album was you know what I'm saying was that work, and a lot of the women definitely like them joints.
I don't think she had the catalog to go against Keisha Cole.
Yeah, but it's 10 and 10, ain't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
First had I said K Michelle versus Tamar. They had a little back and forth. She called Tamar a Muppet. She looked like
Okay, K Michelle.
They fuck around and rumbling.
And I'm not really up on Tamar. He did tell me 2 songs of hers, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I ain't up on Tamar either.
Yeah, so and I wouldn't even disrespect her like that because I know she got some hits out there.
It's gonna be a joint though.
Yeah,
you know
I think so too.
Like Ashanti is like putting you back in a whole era.
Yeah.
So who in retrospect would be y'all dream versus battles?
So I would probably choose Beans and SP the Ghost.
Styles.
Yeah.
I want to see J. Cole and Kendrick.
Oh yeah, that'd be mean. That'd be a mean one right there.
I definitely want to see Hov.
Damn.
I don't care if it's Hov and 50, Hov and Nas, Hov and Drake, whoever.
Hov and Nas, yeah, Hov and Nas. But see, I think a lot of times though, Hov fans and Nas fans is kind of like on that's probably what it'll be to go to what Reezy was saying, it'll cross those bridges. But Hov and Nas probably be like the more popular one.
I mean, people say Drake because of how many hits.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people think Drake could win against Jay-Z. I don't see how.
Yeah, because you're looking at the generation. So, you know what I'm saying? You think about the relevance now as far as like the youth, they probably gonna go with more of a Drake. As to us like being older, gonna go with older.
But even for the youth that likes Drake, they do like Hov because Drake raps. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He not a mumble rapper. He got tracks where he just straight rap. Right. No hook, no nothing.
Right. But you gotta figure Drake fans might be only going back to like Drake was 2010 or something like that when he came out? 2012 maybe?
Probably 12, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere around that time.
Hov got way more classics.
And Hov go all the way back to the 90s. So you gotta think like, you know what I'm saying? Like if he go to Reasonable Doubt, niggas gonna be like, that's gonna be like a new, you know what I'm saying? That shit might take Reasonable Doubt.
Hov could bring it from 2010 to 2020 though.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he can though.
He could leave all that shit back there.
But he wouldn't. But I don't think he should because that's what his fans gonna want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna want to hear.
But I'm just saying, like to keep it fair, he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
He can keep it from 2010 on up.
Yeah.
And still got shit that'll wash.
Yeah.
And Hov got more classics, hands down. Classics.
I think that anybody in the industry.
Drake hasn't been around that long yet to have his.
Who got more?
Classics.
Who you think can either because that's what I think about. Who got more classics? Like I don't think nobody got classics on that level. I mean, besides like a Kiss or to me,
Wayne,
but they not mainstream.
Wayne.
I would see. Yeah, I think we said that last time. Hov and Lil Wayne. That's probably be the top joint.
I can see Hov.
That's the only person I can see going with Hov. Because Wayne could go back too. You know what I'm saying?
Hov against Beans.
I don't want to see that.
I would.
See that.
So what's the prediction? Keisha
Cool. No, I went with Ashanti. Yeah, Ashanti.
Yeah, I go with Ashanti too. Even though I like Keisha Cole.
I like Keisha Cole too. Yeah,
I love Keisha Cole.
Yeah, I definitely like Keisha Cole.
Yeah, she could definitely out-sing Ashanti.
Yeah.
She's the better vocalist.
I mean, people will argue that too, because they always used to say that neither one of them could sing. You know what I'm saying? The haters like, she can't sing in concert. She sound like this.
Tone deaf. That's the industry knock on them. Yeah, like when Keisha Cole first started, she used to have to sing.
Oh yeah, they all.
So what is tone deaf? You can't hear what key you in.
Yeah, like tone deaf means you hearing like you singing out of key all the time.
Yeah, they used to always compare her to the other one. That's tone deaf.
Yeah.
What's the other one that they said tone deaf? They used to always compare it to the dark skinned John.
Which one?
They used to always compare Keisha Cole to, because I think she was deaf too, or couldn't read or something like that. She dark skinned, short cut, like nice lips.
You talking about Fantasia?
Fantasia, yeah.
I would love to see Jennifer Hudson in Fantasia.
Yeah, that'll be a dope one.
Jennifer Hudson in Fantasia. Jennifer Hudson in Fantasia.
That'd be
nice. I'd like to see Jasmine Sullivan in Fantasia. I mean, Jennifer. Who you said?
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson and Jasmine Sullivan.
Who would y'all want to see Beyonce go up against?
Rihanna.
Yeah, I think that's the only way it could go.
That was one of my dream Johns, Beyonce versus Rihanna.
Okay. Yeah,
I want to see Music Soul Child, somebody, because he had some classic albums.
Classic.
Okay.
A lot of hits.
Yeah.
I don't know against who though.
Oh, Jill Scott.
She did one
could
already.
Go bang. They probably
Jill did it already though.
Erykah Badu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they could.
I like to see music go up against somebody like
I said Anthony Hamilton,
like
earlier.
a Joe or somebody like that
maybe.
Joe
or who else?
I like to see
it's tough to
Tyrese.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That'd definitely be a good
Anthony Hamilton and Tyrese.
Now the other one,
Music Soul Child.
The other one in the rumor mill is SWV versus Escape. That's supposed to be the next one.
That'd be dope.
They've been going back and forth with each
other. That'd be crazy.
That's supposed to be the next one. Quiet as kept.
I'm getting dumb.
Crazy.
I can hardly think. I lose our control.
I'm pushing for that one.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. We gotta put that out there in the atmosphere.
I need definitely a male group, John, Boys the Men versus Jodeci or something.
Yeah,
or one of them type.
I mean, Jodeci. Yeah, I like Jodeci. But I always think of Boys the Men as having like sad songs. Like I don't know, maybe it's that End of the Road. Yeah.
How about Ice Cube and Scarface?
Oh, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Face.
I can see that.
I can see Ice Cube and Ice-T.
Nah.
What?
Nah, man. Law and Order? Like, nah.
Law and Order? What you mean? He got some of the. He's like the father of gangster rap.
Nah. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it. Would you want to fight? Like, the fuck? That's ass, in my opinion.
How about Diddy versus
fucking
Dr.
Ice Cube
Dre?
will wash Ice-T, bruh. Like that wouldn't be a John.
No, but you see, that's the whole thing. You're probably not down with a lot of the classic stuff that Ice-T got.
Ice-T don't got 20 classic hits, bro. He don't got 20 classic hits, Teron.
All right, man.
I don't think that's a fair matchup.
Maybe not.
Find LL versus somebody. 'Cause LL definitely stood the test of time.
LL and Buster.
Yeah, Buster definitely looking for a opponent. T.I. went to 50 Smoke, but I'm anxious to see, because I know how they doing it. As a female John, as a male rap John, they doing a group John. It's definitely gonna be an old head John.
They ain't bridging it. So they wouldn't do like a woman and a man.
T.I. and Lil Flip.
They did John Legend versus Alicia Keys.
Oh, okay, that's all. I ain't know Alicia Keys yet. I would like to see Alicia Keys and like Neo.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Neo did a songwriters John with
light skin boy.
Yeah, Neo and John to Austin. They did a battle.
Songwriters.
Oh, all right.
Oh, the hits that they wrote for people.
Yeah.
What about T.I. and Lil Flip?
He a wash flip.
He a wash flip?
Yeah, he a wash flip.
Lil Flip and
Lil Kiki.
And Dro. Yeah, Dro.
Lil Flip and Dro.
Now put some respect on Flip name.
Yeah, you tripping.
Mike.
What's wrong with Ho? What's wrong with Flip? I mean, what's wrong with Dro?
Dro, that'll be a wash. Dro can't keep up with that.
What? Dro got some bangers?
Yeah, like 3.
Yeah.
Like 3.
What Flip got?
Flip a legend in Houston, man.
In Houston, we in Philly right now.
He got way more. He had way more hits.
We in Philly. What do Flip got?
He had way more hit records than Dro, bro.
All right.
He do.
Okay, he probably do.
Name 5 Dro joints.
Hits, I don't know if they was hits though.
Okay.
What I'm thinking about, what is John? My top back when he say,
that was one.
Then he had another joint that came out like something like.
Then he had Shoulder Lean.
Shoulder Lean.
He had the other John.
Again, car ain't got no roof or something like
John. He had a couple.
Yeah, he
Can any of the younger artists do it?
Yeah, well, that's what they're trying to do next.
Like a Meek Mill. Who would you want to see Meek Mill going against?
Who was the suggestion for Meek? Dang, I was just looking at that Meek versus who was it? Damn. I forgot who it was.
Lil Durk.
Would you consider Meek a younger artist though?
I mean, he ain't got 20, 30 years, man. Like the
But he ain't part of the whole like drill music and all that though either.
No, but
Meek and Chief Keef or something like.
Chief Keef?
Nah. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. I haven't been listening to that.
That's what they said. The thing about they wanted to match Meek up with, man. Meek and a Yo Gotti or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo Gotti.
You know, one of them type dudes.
Yo Gotti and T.I. should do it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be it, John.
Yeah, I'll listen to that.
Yo Gotti and T.I.
Yeah, I'll listen to that. Yo Gotti and Jeezy would have probably been better. Well, I don't know. I ain't listening.
Meek could probably smash anybody with the intro record, though. When he played that at the end of the beginning, it's just a rap. Yeah. If he end the competition, the verses with that right there, it's legendary.
That's 2 rounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, anybody knows that record right there alone, without a doubt, that's probably like
best intro ever.
Most impactfore, yeah.
It was never a better intro.
Like you could throw that.
Hov used to have some classic intros.
You could throw that.
And he got way more like you know what I'm saying, like iconic Jones than you know what I'm saying intro. So it'll be hard to match him up.
So Ashanti.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Ashanti.
Yeah,
you got Reese.
Okay. Keisha cool. When is it? December what?
12th. Next Saturday.
December 12th, man. Tune in. Verzuz. So now.
Next up, the NBA.
So they not
on
testing
NBC.
them.
Say no.
So they not testing them, right?
Yeah, they about to be on that pink mink. That killer
See all the J.R. Smith memes already.
That boy, man. J.R. shits.
Yeah, they really be on that killer.
I do wonder how that's going. How y'all think that's going to work?
I mean, I just hopefully, I hope that they don't mess up their career with that shit, man. It's just weed, man. You can smoke it after the game or on the weekends or something. Don't be going to the games high, man. You can y'all got that type of money where y'all can smoke that top fucking weed that'll have y'all on some bullshit, like, man. So don't risk your career just to be balling high. I know some of y'all done ball high all y'all life and all that, but just don't, man. Don't overdo it.
I don't think nothing gonna change. I feel like a lot of them been smoking already. Right? And they bodies are conditioned.
It's different when you can hide it though. It's different when you gotta hide it. Now that you just can, you know what I mean? You might do what you might smoke the amount that you always really wanted to smoke before the game. You know what I mean? Now when you had to hide it, you might did a couple puffs. You might have did a half an L.
Nah.
Now you gonna go in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I do look at it like this too. Like some of those players, like when you go to Denver to play, Denver's supposed to have some of the best weed in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Now
some of those players never gonna go outside of, they're not gonna risk their shit early, but now it's like, that's gonna be part of, especially if the pandemic's still going, that's gonna be part of their leisure.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then come in and
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's different to me. In my opinion, it's different when you had to hide it. You probably didn't go overboard before the games and shit like that. But now, you know what I mean? You just gonna do you all the way. So that's my opinion.
I think that we might look at it like I think they definitely treat the NBA like a career because it is their career. But at the same time, I think that they understand the power that they have over their lives. They still do what they want to do regardless, and they just don't get caught. So now it ain't a matter of getting caught or not. So it ain't like it's boxing where they getting pissed before every fight or every game or something like that. So I think they still was doing them, and every once in a while somebody get caught.
Again, I'm saying is that I'm not saying they wasn't doing them. I'm saying is when you gotta hide it, it's going to be a different amount you may smoke. Like before and after, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to hide it. Why would you go in not knowing if you are going to get caught and get pissed? You know what I'm saying? Why would you go in? Why would you walk in smelling like weed and shit like that? You don't know if you're going to get caught or not. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Well, let me switch the gear a little bit because I was watching an interview. I don't know if y'all remember Richard Dumas. He played for Phoenix Suns. He was the one always getting busted for coke and all that. Mm-hmm. But he said in his career, he never played a game before a game without drinking a 6-pack before the game.
I could believe that
because he couldn't deal with crowds. Mm-hmm. He had all this anxiety. So when I say switch the gear, there's a lot of players out here that might be a coping mechanism.
Yeah, anxiety is at an all-time high right now.
So maybe I'm thinking you might see him turn up. You might get the best out of some other players now because they can really, you know. What I mean?
And it's like weed is like y'all was saying, like now that it's legalized, you got people that's like herbologists that really understand the differences between these strains, what a sativa is, what these different strains. These are uppers, these are downers. This is for this is for that. So now it's not even a matter of, you know what I'm saying, I'm just sitting around dumb all day. They can actually go and pick their poison. You know what I'm saying? So we might see. I
believe they was doing that already.
And let us think outside. And let's think outside the other box. The other box is with the big three, Ice Cube's league. They were using marijuana-based therapy products and marijuana-based balms and things that help players with their bodies to help recover. You know what I mean? So some of these things prove to be more effective than the stuff that the medicines the doctors were giving them. So when and of course they want us to think it's just
like the negative side of it.
The weed, but it's different.
It's a whole industry
to introduce. You know what I mean? To introduce the weed into the program.
Yeah, it's a whole industry. So besides the anxiety side of it, like you said, they got the CBDs that's good for different things, and you know what I'm saying, like far as like weight you said, loss, treatments. And,
it's like a whole nother. Teddy Riley was talking about. It's not CBD, it's CDB or something like that. It's another part of the weed again. But he's been using that for anxiety all his life, and he has like a skin disorder or something.
Yeah, so they got. So I know they got. I know they got the CBDs is cannabinoids. They got 1 and 2. So I don't know if he was just using a different strain.
There's another acronym. It's C something, but it's not CBD, but it's C something that come from the weed. But they, of course, they want us to think immediately is about the smoking the weed.
Right. They about.
But Richard Dumas was just saying how he could not play without. If he didn't have that before he played, he couldn't even play right.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of times some of that
pack for 10 years every game.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. And think about like how focused like some of them might be now. Like they might really can zone out. People that really was like scattered brained or might have stuff going on. Remember how everybody was like, LeBron might have this and that going on because people was talking about his headline. Even though I don't think that was the case, he just probably was having a bad game. But now, like, what if that is bothering some players? And now they got access to things that
should bother him that much because he got the kind of money to fix it the right way.
Yeah, no, I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But
you know what I mean,
but now they can use these type of things to be like highly focused as opposed to like an Adderall or something like that. Which I think of a lot of them are on also. But they got weeds that do the same thing. So you know what I'm saying? They might be taking it to another level now.
I just hope they don't. Yeah, I just hope they don't hurt themselves.
I want to know what the drawback from this is going to be, because when they do something great like that, it always comes something got to come behind it. You know what I mean? Because now the players, they was finding the players crazy. I mean, the NBA, at least they did work with their players in terms of programs, getting them in rehab and helping them, because some of the leagues just suspend you and fine you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even offer you treatment like the NFL. Like they're some of the worst. They talk about that league all the time, how it's just bad. Like with David Stern, they got their union, they support the players. NFL, like Josh Gordon, they just reinstated him because his vice was weed all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Great player, but he liked to smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
So they just, he was suspended indefinite, like a ban on the NFL, but they just let him come back.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because of the the new laws with weed. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean
they can make money off of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
Like they literally is ruining people's lives, and it's crazy because like all this time it wasn't legal federally. They was legally laundering their money. Nobody get in trouble for it though. You know what I'm saying? Like. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you now you got the bull Casanova and them going down on indictments for all these different things, right? But racketeering and money laundering is not that different of a crime.
Exactly.
So it is all about, you know what I mean? It's all about that color of your skin sometimes, man.
Sometimes. That shit is period every time.
All lives can't matter. Black lives don't. What y'all say?
Yeah, man.
Facts only.
But yeah, shout out to them, man. They get to have a little bit more control over their lives. You know what I'm saying? If they do want to take a few totes or, you know what I mean, smoke their brains out, whatever they want to do, they still humans. Like, all right, yeah, they play a sport for our entertainment, but they still got their own lives outside of entertainment. That's why a lot of these celebrities be, you know what I'm saying, like going crazy because they not in control of their lives. So I think it's, you know what I'm saying, even though I don't smoke, I'm not really like, I'm not trying to advocate for marijuana, but I do think is, you know, they should be able to make whatever decisions they want to make. Like some of these contracts, like I remember, who was it? One of the football players couldn't, like in some of their contracts, they can't even ride motorcycles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to a certain extent, you got people that have been riding all their life, especially like bike culture in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right, I got to put up something that I love to do something else that I love that's going to feed my family.
I mean, I get that, but you still an asshat as well, though, bro.
I understand.
I mean, it's a business side to everything. It's not even, you know what I mean? It's not even about the people that making money off of you. This is how you take care of your family.
I understand
you know
that.
what I'm saying? So,
but then the whole thing is though, right?
About, you know what I mean, riding a motorcycle. I don't think that's so bad because you Jason Williams.
Yeah, perfect example.
I mean, he fucked his whole life up.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucked his whole life up from riding a motorcycle.
Ben Roethlisberger. Nothing happened. He crashed the motorcycle. Nothing happened.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's to go back down to who you are. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, man, these boys are still kids. Like, you know what I mean? And we expecting them to do all of these different things that they was doing before they...
We not expect. All right, cool. We're not expecting them to do it. This is why they negotiate this type of stuff. This is why this is talked about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't expecting you to do this, not do this on your own. That's why we're bringing this to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they should care about that aspect.
Yeah, true.
They should care about that. Like, you know
at some point, you
gotta
worked
all your life to get your mom and kids and yourself out of poverty, and then you go fall on $1,000 bike, like, and fuck up everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
even if it's only missing a couple games, I could see that. That's them being an asset or, you know, part of an organization. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped riding. Cause I just, as I got older, one of them spills could have just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took me out. Yeah, like could have took me out for, you know what I'm saying? I got a 2-year-old. I can't be.
Yeah, so I understand to an extent.
And it's something as simple as just losing my license. Like now in Philly, they got this thing where if they call the helicopters out and you just so happen to get caught, they charge you for all of that. As far as like the financial side of it, so you can get $2-3 grand worth of tickets, and if you get your license revoked until you pay them all. So I was like, man, I'm gonna hang it up, man.
Yeah, that shit ain't worth it. Exactly.
Yeah. So I could see it to a certain extent, but you know, I guess $100 million do make a big difference. I'd have gladly get that shit up for a bean.
Exactly. It's just riding a bike, bro. Like it ain't that deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't that deep. And you know, you can
but
still.
I ain't 20 though either. A lot of these boys are still in they, you know what I mean, early.
I don't care what age you are, bro. That shit ain't worth it. Like, it's not worth it. That little bit of.
Think about how much stuff we did when we was 20 that wasn't worth it, man.
We wasn't in contracts and getting paid and all that type of stuff. That's different, bro. It's different.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure, all right, you could still get away with some of that stuff, like doing it at, you know what I mean, like modest. But all that just full out bullying a bike and everywhere on a motorcycle is not worth it.
Yeah.
One little spill is over. Yeah. Like possibly everything that you worked all that hard for. So you kind of need somebody to remind you of that shit.
Structure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They might be only caring about their money, but it still benefits you in other ways. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It still benefits you and the things that you got going on.
Yeah, because you're able to provide for your family and, like you said, move your parents out of the hood. And
right. Then you got to just go back because you decided to wheel your bike. Like, that should be devastating. Like, you know what I'm saying? That should be devastating. So, I mean, I kind of get it.
I get it. I get it to a certain extent as well.
So, yeah, you know, hopefully, you know, all right, you know, players was already smoking, but I just hope they don't go overboard and, you know what I mean, forget that they're professional athletes. You know what I mean? That's
A lot of times, though, you think about like an AI or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just so talented. And I feel like a lot of these dudes are talented. I just always use AI because I'm just a big fan. But he was the type that, you know, didn't have to go to practice and all this type of things. And I think that's another reason why, you know, that iconic was practice, you know, practice. But
I think that's why his career was short as well, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not taking care of his body in a certain way, only doing cardio, not putting on muscle. Like, AI really could have played another 4 or 5 years if he'd have did certain things differently.
Yeah, he probably definitely could have taken it to another level.
So now I hope that players I mean, lifespan don't get shorter with their careers. Like,
because you figure at 30.
You're just full out being able to do stuff that you wasn't able to do. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you might be. Yeah, you'll stick in there longer. Right. But like you were saying, they career span is like you 30 in the league, you consider old. You know what I'm saying? Right. So.
But you know what I mean, taking care of your body a certain kind of way, you'll be old in age, but you know what I mean, you still getting up and down that court making people want to pay you. So that's what I'm saying. I hope they don't just fuck themselves up, man, just because they telling them they really lining them up for real. They lining them up from this aspect. They making money off weed now. Right. Kids gonna look up to these players that smoke. They're going to smoke. So it's just money in the bag for generations.
Wow, I ain't even think about it.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit is business. This is what they think about. Like, they plan for 100 years down the line, bro.
Wow.
Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So now you put the icons.
Weed commercial soon and all this shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now you get
Imagine
the icons.
LeBron with a fucking dispensary. These players going to start owning dispensaries and all types of shit, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
They already do on the low.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. When you telling me something about Jordan taking over? Not Jordan.
Hov.
Hov want to take over.
Yeah, he's gonna be the face of the biggest.
Like they basically want to take over all of the dispensaries in Cali. He's supposed to be coming together with some other company and monopolizing all the cannabis in California.
Same thing he's doing with the NFL. It's like he's coming on to take that kind of role.
Yeah, that's
he's
major.
He's gonna be the face and provide advertising and everything for them. So
yeah, that's major. That's like monopolizing. Like, and it's crazy because it's supposed to be illegal to be a monopoly, but Amazon is a monopoly. Like, these crackers got so many monopolies in the game. You know what I'm saying? I hope, even though Hov gonna be the face of it, I hope he's getting more than 50, at least 51% of ownership. I mean, that's to be the majority
type
stake.
Of ownership with them crackers owning something like that on that large of a scale for somebody black is just big. Period.
Yeah.
They just tried to grind him up for years of being a drug dealer, though.
Yeah, right. The audacity. That's one thing white people got is audacity, bro.
They invented
the hypocrisy is like is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's all that shit is a money play.
What do he say? He said it's crazy how they don't want me in apartments with a. What do he say? Dan, what do he say?
Spectacular
views. It's like he's a menace. He can never be a tenant. I'm like, dude, what's a young nigga to do?
Right.
Damn, it's like the struggles of being you know what I'm saying? Being a nigga in America, boy.
Like, so that's all this shit is a money play. So I just hope these players just don't, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck how they make their money, whether it's on basketball or weed. So y'all fuck y'all career up, but hell does make $1 billion off of weed. We cool.
This crazy. This how vicious they is, right?
Another nigga in.
Think about this, right? Think about this. We always think about how they discriminate on us because we black. You can clearly see that, we black, we different. But imagine being so crazy that you grew up next door to somebody for 20, 30, 40 years. Your best friends, your kids grew up together. And then the Germans, decide now that the Jews are whatever they are and that we're going to exterminate them. And you turn your best friend or your kid's father in that look just like you. The only thing you could tell, like the only thing that separated a German Jew from a German was their religion. Right. And you just turn them in. You know what I'm saying? And you just turn them in and knowing what's going to happen to them. They're going to get put in one of these camp and tortured and all this other. That's a vicious, like, it's easy to do somebody that's like, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's like you look different. Like, you different. You know what I'm saying? You way different than me. You know what I'm saying? But you look just like me. Your kids look just like my kids. Like, they played together.
Evil,
they definitely.
They just pure evil.
It's crazy, man. That blows my mind.
Out of all the things that happen, black people still don't hate white people.
Yeah, that blows my mind, bro.
And
I be looking at them like, yo, like the fact that we even still fuck with y'all is like, how are you scared of me? And I'm nice to you. Like, I should be, you know what I'm saying? I should be at your throat.
Yeah, or at your throat. Yeah, I should be terrified of you or just trying to kill you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But that's not how we're not made up that way, bro. Like, we the most and that's really our problem. We the most forgiving race ever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit nutty, man.
Like, that shit is crazy, but
this shit is like
it's just like not in us.
What's that shit called? Twilight Zone.
Right. That shit deep, man. But
yeah.
But again, hopefully players just don't throw their careers away, man. You know what I'm saying? Just going overboard. You know what I mean? You still a professional athlete. You still want to play at a high level for a long time.
Man, it's only weed.
The NFL gonna turn right. I mean, the NBA gonna turn
right
around.
But it ain't.
Man,
it's not.
Make a
they
billion
ain't riding with a cocaine circus.
Smoke weed, bro. Like
they ain't riding with a cocaine circus.
You get lazy. You get the munchies. All this shit could be detrimental. Like
you think coke wasn't detrimental?
Overboard.
You know how many niggas was doing coke in the 80s?
Bro, it's not just smoking weed. There's other things that come with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I hope they don't forget that they professional athletes. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers get to eating, get to being lazy, and all that type of shit.
But this what I'm saying though. This what I'm saying though. We talking about weed, right? It do have something to do with it.
Weed in the NBA.
I understand that, and I'm taking it somewhere else, right? I'm taking it somewhere else.
Man, go ahead, man.
Cocaine in the 80s, like was crazy. Every athlete was on coke, like basically was on coke. That had to be detrimental.
Just them snorting coke. From coke, they stopped paying bills. They stopped going to work. So it's other shit that happens. It's not just you fucking up your body, right? You do other things.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that weed and coke is like weed, like it's just weed.
From smoking weed, you do other things, man. From using crack, people did other things. They stopped going to work. They stopped paying bills. They stopped being parents to their kids. It wasn't just them harming their body. They did other things from doing it.
Yeah.
So what part you don't understand?
I understand what you're saying, but that didn't happen though.
Oh,
in the league. Man. That didn't happen in the league.
Okay.
Ew, but that's the long and short of the show, man. Tune in to Verzuz December 12th, Saturday. Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. And this is Make the Norm, brought to you by Better Style Clothing. Do you spiel?
Busy Stage Screen Printing. Like, subscribe, and share. Follow Make the Norm Media on YouTube.
Thanks for tuning in.